There is a secret power hidden within you that is more valuable than gold or silver. Yet most people lose it every single day without even realizing it. This power is the ability to hold your mind on a single point until it becomes as sharp as a diamond. In our modern world, we are taught how to collect information, but we are never taught how to guard our attention. If you cannot control where your mind goes, you cannot control where your life goes. Today, I want to show you how to reclaim your greatest asset. Let me tell you a story about a young woman named Ananya who felt like her mind was a bird trapped in a storm, unable to find a place to land. Ananya was a talented designer who dreamed of creating things that would change the world. She had big goals and a heart full of passion, slowly breaking her spirit. Every time she sat down to work, her mind would jump from one thought to another like a wild animal. She would start a task, then check a notification, then wonder about the weather, and then find herself lost in a sea of useless information. Her days felt like a blur of activity, with very little progress. She felt a heavy psychological weight, a sense that she was losing her very self to the digital noise around her. Her brain felt tired and scattered, as if her energy was leaking out through 1,000 tiny holes. She was living in a constant state of distraction, and it was stealing her joy and her future. Desperate for a change, Ananya sought out an old teacher named Kailash, who lived in a quiet house on the edge of the forest. When she arrived, Kailash did not give her a book or a lecture. Instead, he led her into a small, dark room. The only thing in the room was a single candle sitting on a wooden table. The air smelled of sweet, warm beeswax. Kailash told Ananya that her mind was like a flickering flame in a high wind, and that she must learn to become the stillness that allows the flame to stand tall. He gave her a specific task. She was to sit in front of the candle and stare at the flame for 20 minutes every evening. She was told not to let her eyes blink or wander away from the golden light. It was a simple experiment, but for Ananya, it felt like the hardest challenge of her life. During the first few sessions, Ananya's eyes watered and her mind screamed for her to look away. She felt the urge to check her phone, to move her legs, and to think about her long list of worries. But she remembered Kailash's words and kept her gaze fixed on the light. Slowly, day by day, the struggle began to fade. The silence of the room started to move into her heart. One evening, the teacher came in and sat beside her. He spoke in a voice that was as steady as the flame itself. He told her that a flickering flame gives no heat, but a steady mind can pierce the darkest mystery. He explained that focus is not something you are born with. It is a muscle that must be trained through the practice of stillness. He compared the mind to a magnifying glass that can only start a fire when it is held perfectly still under the sun. This was a eureka moment for Ananya. She realized that her distractions were not just small accidents, they were habits that had made her mind weak. She saw that her attention was the fuel for her success, and she had been wasting it on things that did not matter. She began to apply this lesson to her daily work. She learned to close all the doors of her mind except for the one she was working through. In our world of 2026, we are constantly being pulled in different directions by technology that is designed to keep us distracted. Our attention has become the new currency that everyone is trying to steal. A powerful hack you can use today to protect your focus is to set your phone to grayscale mode. By removing the bright, addictive colors from your screen, you break the dopamine loops that keep you scrolling. It turns your phone from a toy into a tool, allowing your brain to stay calm and focused on what truly matters. Ananya's life transformed as she mastered the art of deep work. She found that by doing one thing at a time with her whole heart, she could finish in 2 hours what used to take her all day. We must realize that a focused mind is an unstoppable force. The world will always try to tell you that you need to be everywhere and do everything at once. But the truth is that your power lies in your ability to be right here, right now. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the light of your own potential. Protect your attention as if it were your life, because in many ways, it is. When you master your focus, you master your destiny.